Hey Muse Makers, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a very fun pineapple sign painting. My colors today are orange, green, white, black, blue, and yellow. I also have some mixing plates, something with some water in it, paper towels, and I'm only using two different types of brushes today. I have one pointy brush and one flat square brush. So the first thing we're going to focus on is our background. Now this is going to be very watercolor, very liquid looking, very runny. So we're going to be taking a little bit of blue paint with our large flat brush and adding a ton of water to it. We want it to be a nice little puddle. We want it to be very drippy. If you turn your plate to side, it should drip down. Then what we're going to do before we actually put the paint on our canvas, we're going to get a clean flat brush and douse our entire canvas with water first. Now we're going to be adding the blue to the canvas. So we want our canvas to be tilted up slightly so that the paint runs downwards. I'm going to load my paintbrush up in that watered down blue paint, use a little bit at a time, and starting down at the bottom, we're going to draw these long lines just from the side going in towards the center of your canvas, and you'll see the paint is already trying to run downwards. Let it do its thing, and you're going to put as many of these lines or as few of these lines as you like. Once you're done with your background, you need to let it dry before we do anything else on top. Once it is dry, we're going to be taking some chalk to draw the basic shape for our pineapple. This is covering a large area of our canvas, and it's basically like the shape of an egg or upside down egg. So we are drawing in this nice big oval on the bottom half of our canvas. It goes a little up past halfway, but it definitely is on the lower half mostly. Once we have the basic shape for our pineapple, we're going to be working to draw these diamond shapes inside of it. So I'm going to take a small pointy brush, grab a scoop of white, scoop of yellow, and a scoop of orange. We're going to mix that up until we don't see any more marbling, and then we're going to work on creating these diamond shapes. So first off, we're going to start at the bottom edge and draw a little triangle, but the bottom's not flat, it's round, and it goes with the curve of the chalk marks that we made before. From there, you're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between each of those lines and paint another diamond diagonal to the one you just made. We'll be doing the same thing to the other side, and you'll see there is a pattern going on here. We're going to use these diamond shapes to fill up our entire pineapple. Focus on the middle sections of your pineapple first, and when you get to the edges, make sure that when you're drawing your shapes, they cut off where our chalk line is. Next, we want to add some shadowing to those diamond shapes. So we're going to take some of our orange paint and mix it into our lighter orange to create a darker orange. Along the bottom edges of each of our diamond, we're going to throw some of this color in and then flick upwards towards the top corner. And if you need to use your finger to help dilute it out or make it seem like it is blending more, I like to use this technique. adding a bit of a highlight. So I'm going to be taking my small brush in some yellow paint and adding a few streaks of this on that top corner of each of those diamonds. Next up, we're going to focus on our leaves, all the leaves that are at the top of our pineapple. Getting a clean pointy brush, we're going to be mixing up a new color with some white paint, yellow paint, and a little bit of green. It'll be mostly white and yellow. So we have this lovely lime green color that we're going to be starting with. But we're also going to be creating a darker version of this so that we can do some wet on wet blending when we do the leaves. Clean brush, our second color is a scoop of green and a scoop of yellow, and we're going to mix it up just to the side of our lime green. So first thing, we're going to start with this darker green and etch out our leaves. You want the base of the leaf where it connects to the pineapple to be curved, and then we're drawing this sort of tooth-like lines that kind of come up into almost like a triangle shape. Looks like a tooth or a thorn, if you will. We can draw a whole bunch of these. I'm going to be drawing about 4 or 5 of them. As you can see, they curve outwards. And once we have our base shape in, we're going to get a clean brush, get into the lime green, and work some of that lime green along the top edge of our leaves. Now the same principle applies to when painting these in. You want to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between each one, so we have this lovely spacing that we have in the base of our pineapple as well. Now for the lettering. So mine is going to be all fancy cursive. I'm going to be freehanding this. You can draw it in with a pencil, you can draw it in with chalk, whatever you need to do, and you can make it say anything that you want. Mine's going to say, stand tall, be sweet, and rock your crown. Now this is the last and final step to creating your very own pineapple sign painting, and we'd love to see what you're painting at home. Feel free to post on social media. Don't forget to tag us at muse_paintbar so we can check them out. And if you want to see more from our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that, don't forget to always paint outside the lines.